All right, guys. So for this video, or the purpose of this video is to basically explain to you guys how you will um download and do the virtual lab for this lab number 5, chemistry of nitrate and nitrates. Okay. So once you guys access your Moodle page, you're going to download 3 files, right? You're going to download the pre-lab handout, the user manual, and the actual simulation file itself. Okay. For the pre-lab, you guys are required to watch this specific video and then answer the following questions. Okay, so this will be part of your pre-lab. As you guys scroll down between pages, let me see, 2 to 4, this specific part should serve complementary to the simulation. And so as you guys go about completing the experiment, you guys are required to watch these videos and to more or less have to get a good idea on how the experiment would look like if you were to do it face to face. Okay, so you'll have part one, part two, part three, all the way to part 8. Okay, so for some of them, some videos were not available to us, so we had basically had to stick to basic descriptions of what you guys should expect. Okay, but again, this last piece should only serve to be complementary to the actual simulation that you guys will be doing. Okay, but keep in mind that from questions 1 to 9, they will serve as pre-lab for you guys. Okay, so this is one of the files that you need. So you download, and once it downloads, you move on to the second one. Okay. This specific page or PDF file is your user manual. Okay, this particular document should explain how the simulation itself should work, or what you guys should be doing for you to be able to get um, your results. Okay, if you guys notice, we have a pretty good manual, and it explains to you guys basically what you guys should, uh, what you guys are expected to do then to get your results. Okay. This particular PDF also has your observation tables. So you have part 1, part 2, all the way to, okay. This particular section will come in handy when you guys begin to work on the simulation itself. Okay. So you go ahead and you download this file as well. And then you guys have one more file to download. And this particular file is the actual simulation itself. Okay. This is a HTML file. So you guys are supposed to download the file and you should be able to get into the simulation itself. All right. So once we're at this point, you guys download and you're ready to go. Okay. All right. So you have 3 of your files that you guys downloaded. And once you're at this point, you go ahead and you open the HDMI cable file, I mean. All right. So once you open the simulation, this is what you guys should be looking at. Okay. If you guys notice, you have plenty of stuff as you guys scroll down. And this is what you guys will be expected to use to get your results. Okay. So for this particular simulation, it is divided into 2 main components. You have your sample selection and your reagent and inputs. Okay. So using these two, you guys will be required to get every single one of your observations. Okay. And to give you guys a good idea as to how you guys will use this particular simulation, you will need to access your manual user document. Okay. Just to show you guys um, a brief sample on how it should work is, for example, if you look at your first experiment, for the first part, you're being asked to run this specific reaction with two ions in an acidic solution, okay? And so you'll run this particular reagent against sodium nitrate and eventually with potassium nitrate. Okay, sodium nitrite and potassium nitrate. Okay, so the first thing you guys should do is to locate your iron cation ions in an acidic solution, which by looking at the simulation, you guys will notice that it is right here. This particular section accounts for the iron cation ions in an acidic solution. Okay, so what you do is that you locate, once you located this particular section, you go to your manual document and you look at different concentrations and the amount that you guys need the simulation to run with. Okay, so in this case, for the iron cation ions in an acidic solution, you need your concentration to be 1 molar. Okay, so you go ahead and you get that in. For the amount, according to our manual, it says 7 drops. So you go here and you type in 7. You could type it, or you could just use the arrows to get the number of the amount that you need. Okay. The next piece, it says drops, and then you go here under the select unit, and you pick the appropriate one. Okay. In this case, it is drops, so you stick to drops. Okay. So you have your reagent, your first reagent set up for this reaction. Okay. The next piece, if you guys follow the table, you're supposed to react this iron cation in acidic solution against sodium nitrite. Okay, so if you guys look right here under the table, it will let you know the concentration, the amount, and the unit you need the sodium nitrite to be in. Okay, so for this one, you go here at the top under sample selection, and you will notice that you have two main options. You have the reaction with the nitrite and with the nitrate. Okay, and so since we're using sodium nitrate, you go ahead and you pick sodium nitrate. Okay, and based on the parameters that you guys are being asked to run this reaction with, you go ahead and you set those. Okay, so for concentration, you need 1 m. So we have 1 already here. Okay, for the amount, you need 2. So you go ahead and you select, well, you bring this down to 2, or you simply type in 2, 2.0. Okay, and as for the unit, we're dealing with volume, and so we stick to ml, which was already there. Okay, once you have your reagent and your sample set, you go ahead and you click on the run Fe2 plus acid apply heat option. Okay, you click it and you should be getting a few bits of information that is required for you guys to write as part of your observation. Okay, so under observation log, you have everything that you need to know for this particular reaction. You have the amount that was set for the main sample and the amount that was set for the reagent. Okay, and also you have the temperature as well. Okay, and as you guys can see, you have your observations, and then you have the overall pH, which was, a few calculations had to be done to more or less determine the pH. And of course, most importantly, you have your equations and a possible structure if any um, particular product form. Okay, so basically this covers what you guys need to do. Okay, so let's do another example for you guys, just so you guys can see it. Let's pick a different one. Let's say, let's use this one, part 7. Okay, so for part 7, you're being asked to react aluminum in a basic solution with sodium nitrate. Okay, so for you guys to be able to run this particular reaction, again, you simply have to look for your sodium nitrate, which is, conveniently, it's already here for us. And then you simply adjust the concentration, the amount, and the unit. Okay, so concentration remains the same. 1 m, amount, you need 2, and unit is in ml or volume, right? So it's already done for us here from the previous one that we just did. For the reagent part, you need aluminum in a basic solution. So you need to scroll down and find where aluminum is in a basic solution. Okay, in this case, it's right here. Okay, so you go ahead and you simply adjust the different concentrations appropriately. 2.5, amount to 2, and ml in this case, which is already in ml. Okay. Now, if you look closely here for this specific reaction, you're being asked to warm your solution between 50 degrees Celsius to 60. And what you can do to adjust this temperature is simply go here to the temperature bar and simply adjust this temperature. If you guys notice, you'll see the different degrees in temperature change as you guys play around with this bar, okay, sliding bar. So let's go with 55 degrees. That should be good enough. Okay. Once you set your temperature, then you have to simply come back to your aluminum basic reagent section and you click on run aluminum basic apply heat. Okay. Once you click it, you go back to your observation log and you should be seeing the result of this specific simulation. Okay. So this is how the simulation will work for this specific lab. Okay. Notice that you can do a lot of the reagents at different points, so you don't need to reset anything. Okay. As long as you click the run command, it should be running different combinations for you. Okay. So if we go back here to aluminum, if you click again on run, it should give you what you just did. Okay. So that is how you guys will be doing this particular lab for this specific virtual setting.